Hi friends, it's Julia. I'm here to share another video for 12 cards, one kit. And I am starting off with this package that I bought last year from Close to My Heart to make Christmas cards with. And it is a Workshop Your Way Merriest Wishes card making kit. It came with the envelope bases, the couple sheets of pattern paper, cardstock, and then a glitter sheet, and then a stamp set. So this is what the pattern paper looks like. And you can see it has shades of green, red, and blue, as well as a white background. And so hopefully, with the addition of a few of my own embellishments, I'll get way more than just 12 cards out of this kit. But the initial kit is designed to create 12 cards. The glitter paper, and Close to My Heart's glitter paper is one that flakes off, so you might see bits and pieces of glitter all around as I'm going through here. These two red sheets, and I think on Close to My Heart, they're this color is called Cranberry. And then one sheet of white cardstock. Along with it, this stamp set, Merriest Wishes, glitter tape, silver glitter tape, these little rhinestones or bitty sparkles, and then the card bases is everything that comes with the original kit. And you know me, I'm never satisfied with just the original kit. I like to go through and I like to add my own stash as well, so that I can create more or have some variety. So what I've done is I've pulled in a 6x6 paper pad, and this is American Crafts, and it's called Wish List. And you can see it has the same feel, the greens, the reds, the blues, and so I'm hoping to get some use out of this paper pad. I also pulled in this set of Recollections Botanical Noel tags. I have used these over the years, and it's got a lot of these same shades. These might be a little bit darker in nature, but I'm hoping to get some use out of them. Even if it's just one or two, I'd be content with that. I pulled in some old stickers that I have. These are from Hobby Lobby, I think. Yeah. The manufacture date is 2011, and I've probably had them since then, but they will work great for card sentiments. Season's greetings, deck the halls, happy holidays, and Merry Christmas. I bought them for the intent and purpose of making cards. So I have plenty of that. These I just got it at a, let's try that again, snowflake shaped sequins, or not sequins, just embellishments. I don't know what you call them. I pulled in this set of washi tape with silvers to match the silver glitter that came with the kit. I pulled in enamel dots. I pulled in the bigger gemstones from Paper Studio. I pulled in these Bitty Bling from Want to Scrap, and I pulled in my reds and greens that I hope will match, and then I pulled in these Close to My Heart. They're they almost look like gems. They're faceted on top, and they're lighter and darker shades of red. I pulled in this set of snowflake doilies, and they are Recollections from a couple of years ago. I pulled in some wood veneer. I have jumping, leaping reindeer in small, and then some larger ones, and then some Christmas trees. And then I have some sequins, these little asterisks, flowery looking ones that almost look like they could be a snowflake. So I have some of those in here. And then I pulled in some silver sequins. I found some snowflakes, white snowflakes. I pulled in this thicker red and white twine. I pulled in some white sequins, and then I pulled in this little set of stuff that I found in my stash, and it's got random pieces of paper tape, it's got sequins, it's got paper clips, it's got some random brads. These are embellishments that I've made with washi tape and pearls. It's got some trees that I've punched out, some snowflakes, some tags, labels, you name it. It's just a lot of random stuff in here. And I'm hoping to get some of this stuff used up in making some cards for this year. I also pulled in some of these silver strips. They have very thin and a little bit wider. Love from Lizzie kits have these a lot, and so I found these from a store called Stamp On It that was at the Great American Scrapbook Convention a couple of years ago. So I brought those in, and then I pulled in some additional cardstock in red and green to match the background, the lighter green and then the darker red and the darker green in the kit. And then I pulled in a lot of additional stamps. So I have this little Santa and it's called Little Saint Nick. I have this Season's Greeting. These Ho 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 holiday tags, mistletoe kisses, Merry Everything and Merry Christmas stamps. Those are all the 2x2 or 1x1 stamps. This set of stamps and dies that is Oh What Fun, or Berry Christmas. It's got, I think that's a fox, a bear, and a reindeer with the Christmas tree, and they all have, like this one has lights in his antlers. He's stringing lights, and then he's got an ornament. So I think I'll be able to get some use out of those. This one is silver and gold, and in the catalog it showed that you, let me flip up a couple of pages and show you that stamp set. Very pretty stamp set, but here they did it with black and white stamps down here to create this card. And I figure with whatever inks that I added to this kit, I'll be able to get some use out of it because it's got the pretty little ornaments along with. This one is The Thought That Counts, and these are just sentiments and tag shapes. And I have a tag shape die to pull into this too if I need to be able to create new tags. That's the one that came with. And then these are the Stamps of Life, and it's Christmas tree, and you have the lights and the ornaments, and then some sentiments as well as the dies. Then it's got, then I've got the Stamps of Life elves with some sentiments. This one also has the dies. This is Miracle of Christmas, and it's got a bear, a reindeer, and a fox with some sentiments as well. This one is Holly Jolly Christmas. Lots of sentiments on this one as well as some shaped dies or some shaped stamps. And then this one is Cozy Christmas. And it's got the Santa, the Christmas tree, and then all the decorations. Santa, the snowman. It's got all the decorations for the snowman and then some sentiments to go with it as well as the dies. So that's what I pulled together, and that's what I created to do 12 cards with one kit. And I'm hoping to get at least probably 15 or 20 cards out of this big collection of stuff. And I'll add in, this kit came with 12 pre-cut and folded or scored envelopes and card bases, and so I'll add some more in from my own stash to be able to create more cards. Anyway, stick around and I'll show you what I created. Okay, so here's what I created with my kit. I created a lot more than 12. You know, with the leftover kit as well as the 6x6 paper pad, I had quite a bit left to create cards with, as well as the embellishments that I added in. And my stamps, of course. I created tons of embellishments with my stamps. I'll show you the cards in just a sec. Let me show you what's left over from the kit. I'll start there. Of course, I have all of the stamps and dies, and I didn't use every single one. I used quite a few, but not everything. There's dies, lots of dies, lots of stamps that I had. So all of these will go back into my stash, of course. And I didn't get to a point where I felt like there wasn't any that I didn't want to use. Or I don't want any longer, I should say. So everything as far as stamp wise will go back into my stash. As far as embellishments go, I had put the white cardstock in, and I created a ton of embellishments, and this is what I have left over. I stamped out tags and Santa faces and snowmen, these sentiments, these little critters here. I have lots of ornaments. I had some wood veneer that I added in, some brads, snowflakes, those are punch stars, and some sequin snowflakes. That's not all. Let me find some place to put those. On this tray, I had this box with a ton of embellishments in it, homemade as well as store-bought, just leftover different things. This is one of the washi tape Christmas trees that I made a couple of years ago. I had taken all of my Christmas washi tape, or Christmas, what I felt would work for Christmas. I laid it all out on scrap paper and then cut it into different images. And I used it for embellishments for tons of stuff, but this is one of the things that I made. I made Christmas trees, and so I used some of those. In here I had some metal embellishments, some tags, chipboard, just random die cuts. These are a couple little tags that I made that I did not end up using. More tags. I had sequins and paper clips and just random brads. I added in this twine, and I did use it. I had the snowflake sequins with blue, and I think I used those once. And then in here I have like bits of the washi tape that I used up. Like I had a roll of that, I used it up. I had this glitter tape, I had a roll of that, a partial roll of that with the what I had started off with, and I used all of it but that little bit. Leftover bits and pieces of washi tape, etc. And then all the little bits of bitty bling and sequins and enamel dot type shapes. And then of course the washi tape. What I have left over is here. And I'm pretty close to finishing off a couple. No, I still have quite a bit on those. I guess the ones that I was nearly or close to finishing, I finished. And then the silver sequins there. Then I had added in, these were store-bought stickers, and I started off with several packages. This is what I have left. And then I had added in these snowflake doilies. I did not use those. I added in these little not bling strips, foiled strips. I did not use those. And then these recollections paper tags. I used quite a few of those, but I did not use them all up. And then this is what I had left over from paper. These are 6x6 paper scraps. I have cardstock paper scraps, the white paper scraps, very few of the pattern paper from the original kit, but a little. And then full 6x6 sheets, not too many left, probably less than 10 there. And I started with a near full pack. I'd used like 1 or 2 pieces of paper from that. So that's what I have as far as embellishments goes. And some of this stuff will go back into my stash, others maybe not. I'm not sure about those snowflake blings yet. We'll see. So the original paper pack that I had partially used was out of this catalog, and it was part of this one, and it was called Berry Christmas Scrapbook Kit. Was that it, or was it a card making kit? No, it was this one, this card making kit, and it's Workshop Your Way Merriest Wishes card making kit. I had also had, I believe, that other kit as well. And what I didn't use I put in with this, and so created lots of embellishments with. But then I went through the catalog and looked at the papers and different cards and utilized some of that stuff. Like back here, these were the cards that you could make with the kit left over from here. And then on that one page you saw the cards that you could make with the kit. It showed you how. This was making your own pattern paper, and I'll tell you, I didn't do that. Yeah, really not my thing. But it gave a lot of inspiration as far as putting cards together. And so, yeah. Anyway, that was from September to December 2007. It was the third seasonal expressions from Close to My Heart. And so I of each design or each layout, I made 6 cards. And so I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 6 is 42. I made 42 cards with what was left over and then what I added into that original kit. Now I'll tell you, I'll go through here and I'll start with these. Yeah. So these are using the washi tape trees that I made and just some bling. Those were already put together. I didn't add anything from the kit. I had stamped the deer and the presents and just added them on, and then wishing you a magical Merry Christmas on the inside, and then I stamped the front of the envelope. And this whole stack, the inside sentiment as well as the envelope, will be the same. This one I had stamped and colored that bear, used a wood veneer Christmas tree and just some bling and one of those punched out stars to create that little vignette. Again, the deer and the Christmas presents and the washi tape tree. Here, the wood veneer tree and the bear. Again, this one, another washi tape tree and the deer and Christmas presents. Now all these images I stamped and colored in and fussy cut. Yeah, I didn't have any dies for this set of stamps. Then this one, these were, the little elf is from the one stamp set. It wasn't close to my heart. It was the Stamps of Life. And so the elf and the presents here I cut out. You can see I used the punched out stars. I used the washi tape that came with the kit, and then I used a piece of the washi tape across here that said Merry Christmas on it. And of course I colored the elf in. Then all of these, the envelopes and the inner stamps, are the same. I did 2 of the Christmas trees, and then put a little piece, couple of little pieces of washi tape, and it says, "May your home be filled with love and happiness this Christmas season." And so this is the other elf that came with that stamp. These 2 little guys were the different elves. And so you can see each stamp, or each set of these cards is the exact same on the inside, just a different front image. And actually all the same paper here from the 6x6 paper pad, because they were able to be cut into 3" by 5.5" paper strips. All colored just a little bit differently. This set, I used the washi tape, I used some brads, I inked around the edges, and then I punched the circles out with one of the dies and used some bling. So each of these is similar, same design, and same inside and envelope, but a little bit different, and I'll show you what I mean. And it says, "The most wonderful time of year, have a cozy Christmas," is what the inside of all these say. And so you can see, same design with the circle here and the 1, 2, 3 embellishments on the front. This says Merry Christmas. This one says Happiest Holidays. This one says Merry Christmas, and it also has a snowflake on it. I think they were all going to have snowflakes. No, I have 2 of the Santas that say Merry Christmas with the brads, and then the other 4 are either Happiest Holidays or Merry Christmas with the snowflakes on it. And this one I tried to emboss out that snowflake with silver embossing ink, but it just didn't work like I wanted to, so I just gave up on these others. Added all the little bling and sparkles and called that good. This set, again, same format for all of the cards, but a little bit different. On the inside of each of these, there's an envelope with the fox stamped on the front, and then Merry Christmas, may your home be filled with love and happiness this Christmas season. So the inside and the envelope are the same. The front, because I had 6 different tags and I made 6 different shapes here, they're similar, mind you. They have the star, the sequin snowflake, the it's not puffy, but the acrylic snowflake, the bitty blings, and then the 2 enamel or epoxy shapes here. The tags are different. The size of the deer are different. This one has a plain ribbon. This one has the twine and the ribbon. And I think that's the only one that I used the twine on this one, because I was going to use it on all of them, but it was too much of a pain in the tail, so I didn't. Then this one, same format on the front, same embellishment, everything, except for it has a Christmas tree. This one, another deer. This one, a Christmas tree. And this one, a deer. But the rest is absolutely the same. Same everything on the inside. This set is the front of it. I used the purchased embellishment here. I used the pattern paper here, and I used Brad's. They're all formatted basically the same with a few different little bits and pieces. Merry Everything and a Happy Always is the inside sentiment, and then Season's Greetings on the envelope. So they're all the same. You can see the same store-bought embellishment here, but instead of pattern paper, I used washi tape, and then the 3 Brads here. This one, again, I used a piece of the scrap paper. I had a piece of glitter paper in there, and that's what that's from, and the 3 Brads. This one, same deal, 3 Brads. Again, this one is washi tape here, 3 Brads, and a different embellishment there. And again, the paper, the glitter paper, one of the pre-made stickers, and then the Brads there. So different shades of paper, but basically the same card 6 times over. I believe these are all, oh, they're a little different. This was formatted like the ones in the catalog. On the outside you have the same format, and I put these on a scrap piece of paper and then cut it a little bit shorter than the entire envelope front. The inside has a Christmas tree. It says Happy Holidays, has some washi tape, and then has these punched out snowflakes that were in one of my little embellishment stashes there. And then I stamped the joy and added the bling, and then have the little acrylic pieces there. Same with this one, same inside, same star or same snowflake on the inside. This one, same formatting, just different papers, and instead of having the 3 pieces here, I put 3 bitty blings there, and I have presents here. And on the inside, I put one of the metal embellishments there. Same on this one as that, and I used, again, another metal embellishment on the inside. This one, basically the same format, but instead of the circle, I used the Christmas tree that I had punched out. It was in my leftover embellishments. And I have 2 of these. They're just the same in that regard. I added the bling to the Christmas tree, put the little store-bought embellishment there, and on the inside each of these has a different snowflake. That one's made out of vellum, whereas the other was out of silver paper. So there's those 6. And finally, I have these 6. Again, same format. I used 1 sheet of cardstock, cut just a little bit smaller than the outside card, the base card. And you can tell I wanted to give it a little bit of contrast. And so that's what I did. The fronts are the same. They may be a little bit different as far as the coloring goes on the packages. I punched out from the glitter paper the circle, stamped Happiest Holidays on a scrap piece of paper, put the presents there and put some bitty blings, used washi tape and a piece of cardstock there. The front of the envelope says Season's Greetings, and on the inside says Merry Everything and Happy Always, and there's a couple of pieces of washi tape. I used that washi tape that says Merry Christmas again there. So you can see basically the same exact card. The insides are still the same, just different color of papers, different colors of presents, if you will, on those 3. And then these 3 use the word, oh, there's another one with presents. So 4 with presents, and then 2 with joy. But basically the same format as the others. Everything's just the same. So those are the 42 cards that I made for this Christmas, as well as what I had from leftover from last year. I didn't quite send out because I made, oh gosh, I think total I had like 80 or 90 cards last year because I was making them throughout the year, like 5 or 10 every month. And so by the end of the year, I think I had close to 100. And so what I have left over just goes in here with my Christmas card list down in the bottom. And so the leftover ones go in here, and they'll eventually get sent out. These will probably get sent out first before other Christmas cards do. These are ones, these I have made. These are like given to us by one of the charities my husband donates to, but they're Christmas, so they're in here. And these were all made from kits that a friend of mine made, Audrey Key. She used to sell Close to My Heart product, and so she made all of these up, or made the kits for these, and this is what I have left over from all the ones that she gave me one year. So I have tons of those left. I say tons, there's quite a few in there. So I'll be trying to use up these before I send out any of the ones that I just made. And so you can see I still have a lot of cards to give out. So these will all just go in here. I'll create a new Christmas card list to check off this year to make sure that everybody gets their Christmas card. Yeah, so if you make Christmas cards by the dozens and hundreds and thousands, kind of like I feel like I do, tag me, let me know, because I'd love to go over and check out your Christmas cards. I'm really inspired by people who create their own kits and use their stash to create things. And a lot of the inspiration that I get with making these kind of cards is like from Christy Marcotte. She has a channel where she takes one paper pad and she makes, you know, dozens and dozens of cards from that one pattern, 6x6 paper pad. And so that's what I tried to do. I pulled in the 6x6 paper pad, and then I utilized a kit that I had partially used already. So if you do something like that, or something similar to assembly line your card process, tag me. I'd love to hear about it, or I'd love to see it, or leave a comment down in the comment section. I'd love to pop over and see what inspires you to create cards, especially when you're creating from your stash. That for me is the most inspiring thing, and that's the whole purpose of these videos, is to inspire you to get into your stash and to use it up. And you bought the stuff, you loved it, you kept it for a reason, so get in there and use it up. And let me see, because chances are if you have it, I might have it too, because I have a pretty large stash. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.